Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Life is Tip Knows It. Tip here, bringing you a WIP N Chat. Thank you for joining me tonight, or today. It's night when I'm filming this. WIP, if you're new to what WIPs are, they stand for Work in Progress. This is my work in progress. And sadly, I have really not been working very much on it. But I did touch on that last week. It's been crazy lately for me. Hopefully, things are not as like insanely busy for you, unless you really like to be busy. But yeah, this is a kit from the company Dreamer Designs. I'm really liking it so far. My placement of the square drills is not the best, and I see that there's a hair stuck in this, but we are continuing anyway. Do you ever get hair stuck in your diamond paintings? It's the worst. Thankfully, I don't have any pets currently that have hair, because I know pet hair in diamond paintings, it's a thing. But yeah, so sorry, this is the kit from Dreamer Designs. And it is called Playing with Fire. It's by an artist named Remy Lurda. And it's been fabulous so far. I just have not had a moment of time to work on it. This is a kit for Drills and Chills. Drills and Chills is a community event. And if you want more information, I would check out Emeralds and Fairy Lights YouTube channel, or Diamonds and Washi. It's a pretty big event. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to finish this diamond painting in time for it at all, but that's okay. You know, I'm trying to just like live in knowing that I'm not perfect, that you know, the pressure of finishing a kit is not worth the stress, because this is supposed to be a stress relieving activity for me. Like, that's why I diamond paint. And so it's all okay. Like, am I envious of YouTubers who finish all these kits all the time and post about them? Absolutely. Is that the life that I live? No, it's not. Like, I can't compare myself to other people because their lives are so much different and they must have so much more time than I have. Thankfully, I am, maybe this is a false hope, but I really do think that I'm going to have a little bit more time after I am done with this upcoming Tuesday. So that will be the day that this is released. In fact, I probably will be releasing this because I schedule videos to release during or after my training that I've been preparing for. And that's been a big reason, one of the big reasons I just have not had time to diamond paint. I also is because I work in a school and they had parent-teacher conferences last week. So parent-teacher conference week is kind of brutal. Like, because I didn't get home until 8 at night, 7:30, 8 at night. And then, you know, it goes right into bedtime routine for not only myself, because I love going to sleep early, and my daughter. And it's funny is the other night I was putting my daughter to sleep. Like, we have this routine of we stay in her room until she falls asleep. It's not great. It's really not. We need to wean off of that, I know, because she's 4. But we read books, and the funny thing is I was so exhausted from parent-teacher conferences that I fell asleep before she did, and my husband had to like sneak into the room. Like, I think he crawled on his hands and knees to get me out of the room because I had fallen asleep so hard on her bed. And I barely like remember even like waking up to make it to my own bed. I was that tired. So it's been a busy week. I'm going to be so relieved, like I said, when Tuesday is over. I currently feel like, so I have this training and I'm a trainer for a program that this training's for, but I really sometimes struggle with confidence and imposter syndrome, and this definitely has gotten me so super stressed about just like confidence and stuff. I feel like I haven't done this training. I haven't been a trainer for this training for a long time. Like I did it last year. I like partnered with a trainer, but I've never led this training as a trainer before. And I have other people who are helping me too, but it's so much pressure. And I've spent my weekend trying to prepare for it, and I need to just like realize that I could invest hours and hours and hours of time into this training. But at the end of the day, like it's not going to be perfect, and it never will be perfect. There's going to be things maybe that will pop up that is unforeseeable, or I'll say something wrong, or I'll fumble over my words. And it's okay, because my worth is not tied to how well I do in this training. It's not. Like, and I need to remind myself of that. I put so much pressure on myself, and I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of being stressed so much that I don't know, I'm not enjoying the little moments, or I'm not even like doing the things like diamond painting that alleviates my stress. So this is my reminder to myself that like, it's all good. I don't have to overcompensate, over prepare, over stress. I'm worthy. I'm enough. I am enough. And one thing I'm so thankful for is I've been really working on having, positive routines and positive coping strategies. And I woke up today. Sometimes I wake up just like feeling anxiety. I don't know if anyone else does, but like I just kind of like woke up and I was like, I have so much to do. Or I'm not ready for this training, or oh, I didn't clean the house, like all very much like task oriented stuff. And I got up. My daughter wasn't awake yet. Denise wasn't awake. My husband wasn't awake. I decided to go outside, sit on my back deck, and I made myself a caramel latte, which usually I do iced, but I didn't this time. I got under a blanket that I had knitted years ago. I'm still like so proud of that blanket that I loom knitted. And I just sat. I wrote in my journal just about like the things that I'm stressed about and the things I'm grateful for. I just listened to nature in my backyard, and I heard a lot of like cars going by because we live kind of by a highway. But it was so soothing and so peaceful, and just a reminder that like the world goes at a certain pace, but like that pace is very much controlled with what we decide. This isn't making any sense out loud, but like the world does not need to be moving so fast. My world at work is moving fast. My thoughts are moving fast. But the world around me has no timeline. There's no rush. There's no hurry. There's this no need to do these things. And it was just like so reassuring and calming to remember that like I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot I need to get done. But it's all going to be okay. And if I don't enjoy the little things like being outside or enjoying my coffee or writing things down or reflecting on all the things I'm grateful for, then like it takes away a lot of the purpose and stress relieving properties that I need to be able to be my best. So I was super happy with myself that I made a really good decision, and instead of trying to like battle my worry by like getting everything done and stressing out because I can't do everything. I did the opposite, and I intentionally slowed down and reflected, and just was like, I let myself be, and it just felt so good. And it opens up a lot of clarity. Like lately, I've been like disappointed in myself because of choices with my body. Like I started this year really health oriented and I was rocking it, and I've slowly declined. Like I've been working out semi regularly. I sometimes have like a greens drink that there's a really funny video of me trying that for the first time in January. Maybe it was beforehand. Might have been in December. That I've been consistent about for the most part, but I've really dropped off on the quality of food I'm eating, and I haven't been limiting my portions like I used to. And I don't know, slowing down like that, like I still didn't eat great today, but I reflected on that. Like, what do I really want? And I was going through such a crappy time at the beginning of this year that what I wanted and what I, like the routines I set, they were, they were very much like because I felt like in survival mode, and I used it as an escape. Like I can't control everything bad going on around me, so I'm going to control like my body in a positive way and channel that energy into doing something good for myself. And now that I'm much better in an environment that like supports me, even though it's stressful as all heck, I've lost that. I've lost that self-care, and I don't want my anxiety and my to-do list to control who I am. So I don't know. It was a very powerful morning in a lot of ways, and I wasn't expecting it. Like it was kind of like a impulse to just go outside, take my journal, sit in the brisk cold fall air, and just be. And I'm so glad I did. So this is my reminder, and I'm just saying it out loud to whoever is watching, even though it's only probably going to be like 10 people, that like I'm in control, and you can be in control too. Like I think some people who do this hobby, they do it to relax, or they do it to relieve stress or anxiety or depression. And this is just like a reminder to you that like a lot of times we create or like emphasize problems internally. And although those thoughts are valid, they don't need to be the thing that like controls everything. And don't believe everything you think. I tell myself that all the time. And I'm sure like saying this dialogue to myself and out loud, it feels good right now. I will likely be really anxious and nervous on Tuesday and tomorrow night, but it's going to be okay. Whatever it is. Like for me, it's this training. For you, maybe it's something else. It's all going to be all right. So there's my, my pep talk to myself today. I'm really excited things are going to slow down after this training, and I'm going to intentionally just make them slow down. I want to get home and be with my daughter and do fun things. I'm really excited that my fall break is coming up soon-ish. In 3 weeks, I think. We're going to go to Great Wolf Lodge. Oh, I'm so excited. If you don't know what Great Wolf Lodge is, because I sure didn't until relatively recently, it's an indoor water park. And there's a whole video that I created that was just like a day in my life going to Great Wolf Lodge. I think I might start making more day in my life videos. I don't think it's really what has been requested, but I don't know. I'm also felt discouraged lately because I feel that like the views on my channel have declined, even though like analytics say that they've increased. But I think it's old videos that are circulating that I'm getting more views on, and shorts videos that don't have to do with diamond painting. I just hit 10,000 views on a video that features one of my skinny pigs. So anyway, I don't know. I've been doing like I've been feeling discouraged and I want to switch things up, and I don't know. I think I overanalyze things and overthink, and overthinking makes me freeze and not act. So yeah. If I have some content that's a little bit different than normal, that's why, is because I want to switch things up and do things that make me happy. Let's see what else is going on, or notes that I wrote. One thing we did this weekend, I really don't have a lot to talk about like with this week. I went to work. I already said I had parent-teacher conferences. It was kind of a weird week because I didn't have kids in the building on Friday, so I was at a training. So yeah, but this weekend, yesterday, all I did was prep for that stupid training. And then today we did go to the Museum of Natural History and Science. And so the Denver Museum has some really fun exhibits and stuff. And honestly, I kind of think museums are boring. But one thing that's cool about this museum is they have something called gnome hunting. And gnome hunting is like a scavenger hunt that the museum has created, where there's these little tiny gnomes that are hidden in exhibits. And there was 11 gnomes we needed to find. And this is very much a nostalgic thing for Bill, my husband. He used to do this when he was a kid. And so some of the gnomes are painted in like the background of the exhibits. Other ones are like real, like little tiny gnomes. Some of them were like, there was like a gnome structure in the stars of the space exhibit. And so it was like a super special moment to like watch my husband, who loves this, to watch Bill kind of pass that on to Denise. And they made it like kind of a big deal in a really cute way. Like she got this certificate that looked like a master's degree. Like it said that she's earned a master's in gnome seeking or gnome finding. And it was just so cute. I don't know, like it was so fun, and I want so badly to get lost in those moments and have those moments play over and over in my mind instead of like the worry moments, you know? So that was like super special that we went gnome hunting today. And if you're ever in the Denver area, I would highly recommend it. I wonder if all museums have things like that, like special things you can do. I would definitely check it out if you are a museum fan. See if they have any type of scavenger hunt. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. The other funny thing that happened today was on our way home from gnome hunting in the museum, there's this church that we passed by that had like these like a sign that had flashing things, and it said in quotes like, "This church is not good," and then the quote was by Satan. And I thought that was just like so weird and like so funny. And I'm sure there are so many like funny, odd church signs. And I like seeing churches who don't take themselves too seriously, like that they can engage with an audience by using humor. And I don't know, I thought that was interesting and noteworthy for sure. And it just brought a smile to my face. What else? A song that I've been listening to, since I haven't been actually going out and doing much, I will share like some kind of things I've been listening to and watching. There is the song that's been on the radio very infrequently, and when I hear it, I'm like, oh, I really like the lyrics of the song, and I have no idea who sings it. And it's a song about karma, and karma, I've been really like reflecting on like that concept lately of, you know, just like everything being kind of connected. And although like bad things can happen to good people for sure, like I don't know, there's something about karma like that I think is true. And so this song captured it, and I was really surprised that it's actually a Taylor Swift song. I'm not like a huge Taylor Swift fan, but the song was really good. So if you're looking for something to listen to and you haven't heard Karma by Taylor Swift, maybe give it a listen. I don't know, it's very deep too. I don't know, it's so good. And it got me thinking about kind of this concept of karma and how it's linked to like the things that we not only do, but how we perceive the world and how we think. And so I found this quote, and it says, "You are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you." And it's just so much is in alignment, that quote, with what I was talking about before, with kind of like taking control over anxiety. And also kind of that idea that like karma too is like the world that you choose to see, I think, in a lot of ways. So that was something. I'm trying to be open to the universe, giving me signs and signals, which sounds kind of weird when I say it out loud, but I don't know, I just really want to be more in tune with what's around me versus what's the narrative in my brain, you know? And I also like really, I want to reflect on like letting go of a lot of people who hurt me and how I feel hurt by people, and like not even like maybe wishing them well, but just like not thinking about them. Like if they're not in my life anymore and they hurt me, it's doing me no good to just reflect on that. And, you know, so I just want to let karma do that. And I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone either. And I don't know. I've been reflecting a lot on that. Been watching this show with Bill called 911. And it has one of my favorite actors in it, Peter Krause, who's also in a show called Parenthood. And that it's just like, I don't know why I'm bringing it up, and I probably haven't past WIP N Chats, but that's kind of like been something I've been watching a lot. Is this, it's basically a show that follows firefighters. It really cannot like figure out its theme. The show can't, because it's really funny one moment and tries to be funny and then super serious the next. And maybe it's trying to simulate like this concept that life's super unpredictable. But I don't know. It's interesting. It has Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, and I don't know any of the other actors besides Peter Krause. I started watching it because I did not want Parenthood to end. And yeah, I'm hooked on it. I really like that show. Let's see. What other notes do I have? Oh, other thing. Here's the other thing that's taking me away from diamond painting. And it's a little bit like, I don't know, it's like not embarrassing to talk about, but it's silly. So, Bill found this app called Cash Giraffe. And Cash Giraffe is an app that pays you to play games. So you download other apps, and you play games and you earn gems, and then you can cash in your gems for gift cards. And I probably have talked about swag bucks before. Swag bucks can be similar. Like it used to be, you could watch videos or do surveys. Really what I use swag bucks for now, the only thing is I scan my receipts, because it's so incredibly hard to earn swag bucks anymore. At one point I earned I think overall I've earned like $11,000 on swag bucks over like 10 years. So in fact, it could be maybe more like, I don't think it's 11,000. That sounds like too much. I think I might have added a zero. Maybe I've earned 1,000. But I do also do like cashback deals with swag bucks sometimes. It's just definitely the way in which you can make money on swag bucks has declined so much. Like I forget that I have swag bucks. But Cash Giraffe, it's been very addicting because they're games that aren't like the most engaging, but that's like my jam. Like I like games like slots games that you don't really need to think too much about. And I've already earned, I downloaded it last week and I've earned close to $15. And so I did read like some reviews of the app and like some YouTube videos, and they do say that the more you play, the less you make. But I don't know. And here's the other thing is I cashed in $10 for a gift card to a restaurant called BJ's. Never been to BJ's. If you have, let me know in the comments. But I haven't gotten like an email. It'll say it takes up to 7 days, and then they let me know. I haven't gotten anything yet. It hasn't been 7 days, but I guess before I really truly believe that this app is this good, I want to make sure I get that gift card and it works. So I'll keep you posted on that. But it is addicting to think that I can play games and like that Denise likes too, that my daughter and I like to play together. And then I earn money. So it has taken away from diamond painting, and that makes me sad. Like I like to diamond paint. But it just sometimes I too, like, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like Bill moved my diamond painting out of the way, which is totally fine. I'm really glad he did, because they're going to eat around my diamond painting. And, that's not good with a 4-year-old or, a husband. No, I'm way messier than Bill. What am I saying? If I'm going to be honest. But because it wasn't in the same room, I haven't really been even it hasn't been a thought in my mind. Sometimes I do need my diamond painting to be around where I'm at to remind myself, because there's so much going on lately. It doesn't occur to me like, hey, you have drills and chills and you haven't diamond painted. So I'm going to try my best to reestablish the diamond painting is in the room with me. And it will remind Denise too, because oddly enough, she's been wanting me to diamond paint. Like when she sees it at the table, she's like, why are you diamond painting? So it's really cute. And yeah, I'm excited to get back into diamond painting. And I think I'm going to celebrate getting this training done by coming home and doing just that. Just being with my daughter, knowing that I have that weight off my shoulders, and just finding that balance, especially in the fall season, like the equinox, right? I read somewhere on Facebook, is a friend of mine, I know exactly where, posted this thing about how fall represents balance. It's the earth coming back to where it was, and I don't know, I'm not saying it with any eloquence or grace like the way my friend said it, but it's so true. I don't know, balance is so important, and I feel really out of balance currently. So Here's to getting back to it. Here's to taking care of myself. Here's to you taking care of yourself and doing the things you need to do. And I think I'm probably, let me check my notes. I think I'm probably going to leave it at that. It's another kind of shorter WIP N Chat, but that's okay. I will see you next week. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, like that. Interaction with my channel is super important, and it helps my viewership. It helps me stay motivated to do WIP N Chats and other videos. So stay tuned for more content. I will see you next week. Bye.